7:45 and we're hitched up and we're off. We're heading into Margaret River. We're going to grab our little camp spot. It's quite early, it's 7:45. Grab our camp spot for the next couple of nights, then into Margaret River for the markets, and then we'll figure out where we're going to go to from there.
Yes.
We just stopped at Witchcliff, Witchy Poo as I call it. Their cookies, cakes, cookies galore bakery is just brilliant. Got a beautiful croissant, huge for $4, whereas everywhere else along the trip they've been like $8, $9 almost. We're at our new camp. Look at all the roos. Like there's heaps of them.
Yep.
What a magic camp spot. So there's where the van is. And there's all the kangaroos. Pretty neat. So we're just quick dropping off the van and then we're heading off to Margaret River for the markets. Roos everywhere.
Yep. It's a roo block.
Well, the farmers markets was over there. We've got our haul and we're heading back. I'll lay it all out so you can see what we got. So here's our haul from the markets, about $50 worth. Looking forward to cooking the Nanny Guy fish. They are very, very good tasting fish. And the strawberries just yum. Oops, I forgot the cheese. So this is coming into Redgate Beach. Pretty sure it's called Redgate, isn't it?
And the sea doesn't look as angry today.
No, it doesn't. Not one little bit. It's supposed to get up to 28 or 29 degrees today, so we'll see how we go.
Yeah. Sounds like it's going to be a good day for an ocean swim.
We're not actually going to be going for a swim now. There's a couple of beaches that we're checking out today, so we'll backtrack to the one that we thought was the nicest for our swim.
Okay.
Beach looked nice, but absolutely packed. So maybe towards the end of the day it wouldn't be so bad.
This is the overflow parking lot.
Yeah.
And there are a few little spaces left.
Yeah. Well, we've got an impressive entrance here. Mr. Barvel Fine Wines.
Yeah, a girl at the information center said this is one of her favorites. Is that how we got onto this one?
Pretty sure it is.
Or was this one of the small wine things that we...
I don't know. Actually, we discovered this one out of a pamphlet that we picked up at the info center, and it wasn't one of the little girl's favorite wines. So there must have been something in the pamphlet that you read that you thought would be good. See the little birds in the bottle brush? Sorry, that was a grevillea. Nice little entrance.
Very nice.
This tree is amazing. So, yeah.
See what we're doing.
See what they're missing.
Yes.
I love that picture. That is beautiful.
So it's only just come in. So this is my little passion project. So I've been working as a remote area nurse. So I think like in Canada, you guys got, I think we're the only place in the world that have remote area nurses and looking after our Indigenous population.
Nice.
And so we run a not-for-profit exhibition space in here. But instead of nursing for the last few years, I've been running a women's wellness program.
Wow, you're a busy lady.
Art-based, yeah. So it's taking their knowledge of the traditional bush dyes, which they use for like all their weavings, and applying it to the silks, so dyeing with their bush colours. And we do photography and lots of skills, but telling their bush dye kind of story. So the photo was that was taken by the original owner's daughter, and then the portrait artist.
All kinds of neat stuff in here. All Indigenous based.
Where is that?
Do you mind saying that again?
This is the story.
Yeah. Well, her mother had been in a car accident the month before and had a lacerated liver, so she was meant to be sitting in Darwin or waiting for birth because it's a high-risk pregnancy, but spotted her in community, and one story led to another, but basically she had to be choppered out, so arranging the retrieval helicopter to come in and get her mum. She was born that night at 29 weeks. So
Wow.
the story connects back to the remote area health, but also she has rheumatic heart disease. And so we want to do a really big social media about this gorgeous little girl, but also put the highlight on the fact that we still have these third-world conditions in Australia. So yeah, but she's gorgeous. She's just so sweet, isn't she?
Yeah, she does.
She's actually sitting in an abandoned termite's nest.
Basking, yeah.
And you call it Martha's Throne?
Martha's Throne.
Martha's Throne.
Doing a few analysis, looking at bones, taking through everything today.
Yeah, fantastic.
Good morning.
So,
Oh, and by the way, the accent's Canadian, not American.
no. I would never say that.
So this is the Brains Trust.
Yeah, wow.
Something like that. Divine maybe.
So yeah, just doing a few measurements of temperature,
Wow.
looking at sugars, tasting through.
Yeah.
These
Sorry.
guys are from Canada. Long way from home.
Oh, well, we live in New South Wales.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah, so we were caravanning across.
Oh, nice.
And
The first time you've done the drive across,
Yes.
did you enjoy the Nullarbor?
It was interesting.
Good. I mean,
I love it. I've done it several times.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
The first time is just wonderful. And then
Been
after
capturing
this,
juice in here. And then, so the skins are on the top, and they lift to the top when they're fermenting. So they spend about 2 to 3 weeks, 3 weeks converting all the sugar into alcohol, and then they get pressed with a basket press. So we're quite different from most producers in that we basket press everything, which is an old way. In fact, there's an old press going out the back. I'll show you. This is a 1964 basket press. Wow. So it's just at the end of pressing the nebbiolo. So basically there's just a press plate coming down on the inside. And you've got layers of fruited woven mats. Fruited woven mat. And you're just getting that free run juice. So that's the last of the juice. It's been going since about 6 o'clock this morning. And then we shovel it all out.
so what do we do with the leftovers?
The skins, some go into compost and then back to the vineyard.
Yeah.
Some of the skins we actually make a sparkling from. So I'll show you all the front. Because you lose about 35-40% of the juice by using this winemaking method. But you don't crush the seeds in the skin, so you end up with better, higher quality juice. You just don't end up with as much of it. Yeah. 2 weeks worth of pits work here. So what happens is, see how it wobbles on top and the skins are rising.
Okay.
So twice a day we have to go around with a punch down stick. You stand on the side and you have to,
Sort of turn
rotate
it
it
over?
through. Yeah, because like the juice is in here. There's Malbec, so you have so active and busy fermenting at the moment. So so we have to. Oh, God, sorry.
You're quite all right.
turn it over. I think I missed you. That's good. Yeah. You can taste it. They don't taste very good.
So that is doing.
so is that taking the temperature of it?
Yeah, it's a temperature. We measure, this is just a daily measurements I do just to track the ferment, see how it's going. So the things we measure we measure the temperature of the cap, the floating grapes, because it's hotter up here than the juice is. We get a sample of the juice from below it, so we measure the juice temperature as well, and then we see the cap is warm as from the juice, and then we obviously taste as well. It's not just about numbers, it's about tasting it and getting an impression of where the wine's sitting. At the moment it's just monitoring it, and then when it gets closer to dryness we taste to determine when we press. So there's certain things we look for in the wines that we inform our decisions about when we actually want to press them. It's not just about saying it's 2 weeks on the skins or 12 days or whatever. It's whatever the wine needs, and then we press when the wine kind of gives me the indication that it's ready to press.
So how many years have you been doing this?
We've done Mr. Barbell, this is our 11th harvest, but I've been working in the industry since 2005. So this is my 20th year in the industry.
Wow.
There we go. And done vintages mainly in Margaret River, but also lived and worked in Italy for several years. in Piemonte, up in Barolo. So that's what a lot of the winemaking kind of techniques and ideas and philosophies we use is what I took out of working in Italy. So it's not Italian, it's just European winemaking. The fancy way of saying it is old world winemaking, but it's just what the Italians and the French and the Spanish and all the people that have been making wine for millennia, it's just what they do. It's what's normal for them.
Yeah.
It's not something they make.
And all of these grapes are off your property, off your vines? No?
None of them are.
None of them are. Okay.
Oh, I'll tell you more about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. What an absolutely great spot.
Beautiful. You want to sit in the sun?
Oh, we can sit in the shade. Probably better to sit in the shade. But it's just set up lovely. The bar here. It's also open to.
Oh, wow.
Beautiful setup. So here's our wine tasting sample. They give you a good shot as well. But the wines just sound lovely. Everything's hand pressed, hand picked. They're very particular about doing their wines in the old traditional method. I could spend the day here.
Yeah.
It's just, oh, and you got little kiddies can go play there.
Yeah.
It's just a beautiful atmosphere, and the wines, we've just tried the rosé and it is scrumptious. Well, that was lovely. Could have sat there all day.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Well done place.
We were disciplined. We only bought 3 bottles of wine.
Yeah, you're very good.
Yep, very good. On to the next.
The wines here are lovely, but again, like most cellar doors, you know, you're looking at closing on at least 30 bucks for the cheapest, and up to, well, 50 bucks or so in their cheap range.
In the cheap range, yeah.
And in the expensive range, you're looking at 85, 90, up to 200.
Yeah, so the Shardy,
Per bottle.
Yeah, the Shardy we bought was 55 bucks a bottle, and we bought 2 bottles of a beautiful rosé. Loved the rosé, and it wasn't bad. It was $29.50, but it was absolutely beautiful.
So turn right or go straight?
I don't know. It's very ambiguous on the
Go
map.
straight ahead, then come back and turn
Yeah.
right.
That's the beach.
Yeah, so we'll go down there.
I guess we should have turned right.
No, let's go.
Ooh, there's some money here in these houses, overlooking the ocean.
There's the ocean.
Yeah.
In Margaret River Air Country.
This is Gas Bay.
Yes.
Not exactly perfect for swimming, but very lovely to look at.
In Canada?
So is that a walking track there? Is that part of the Cape to Cape walking track?
I don't know.
So we're having our fresh strawberries
From the
here
market.
from the market at Gas Bay. What do you think of them?
Oh, good. I'm having them.
Okay, I'll let you.
Look at the size of that puppy.
Mm. So how's your plum?
Good.
Fresh from the market this
Fresh from the
morning.
markets and just beautiful.
Mm. So this is coming into Surfers Point.
Margaret River.
There's a very famous wave here called the Bombi that even the most diehard of surfers is leery about attempting, and brings surfers from all over the world. I don't know if that's it out there. This is Surfers Point, or out there somewhere, but the way the wave forms is quite interesting. It's an awe-inspiring wave that appears to move like a freight train at full speed. It's renowned for striking hesitation and demise of the most heroic big wave paddle surfers and jet ski associated tow-in surfers. It forms up in deep water, wedging into a shifty A-frame peak. As it breaks left and right, the waves bend around the limestone shelf back towards each other, and the whitewash is repeatedly forced into a rolling ball along the spine of the reef. Surfers caught in the impact zone often suffer broken equipment and can be dragged for hundreds of meters onto dry reef. There's not a single surfer out on the surfing point. Wonder what that's telling us.
Yeah, pretty sloppy.
So I think this is main break here, this swell. And right here there's a memorial to a fellow called Reed Burns, who looks like he dived while surfing this huge wave. It can go anywhere from 2.5 feet to 25 feet high.
Oh, there is somebody out there.
Is there somebody surfing?
Just in the
Oh,
last-
yep, I can see 3.
There and
Yep.
over here.
I can see 3 surfers out there.
Here.
Yep.
He's just on it. Oh, he just fell off.
Oh,
Abort.
is that one
Yeah.
going? Yep.
Yeah. Another turn.
He's done well.
At least he's stayed upright.
Yeah.
Oh, he might be coming in. So there's a surfer chick.
There's Polk House. Well, that burger was to die for.
Yep.
It was worth every penny. So it was $53 for a burger to share and a small chips, but we couldn't finish the chips.
Yeah, but also
And a milkshake.
and an A&W root beer, which I
A&W
haven't
root
had for
beer.
ages.
So it was really, really yummy. And it was called Normal Van. And it used to be just a foodie van, but they were so popular they opened a restaurant.
Yeah.
So now we're going, we've been to Woolies and stocked up on some grub. And now we're heading out to try to find that museum and what's it called?
Yes, a
Yes,
museum.
museum. And there's a walk there.
And
So
that's right, the walk.
Yeah.
And here is Margaret River, we're crossing the river.
yes, there's the river. There's nothing in the river there. So this is coming into Ellenbrook or Ellistown, I'm not sure which, Ellensbrook. And supposedly there's a museum down here and a nice walk that we're hoping to do.
Yeah, hope we can find it.
Yeah. And that it's not too busy because it's Saturday and it's a beautiful day. It's 29 degrees. The beaches are all pretty busy. How sad, another memorial to somebody taken by a shark. 35 years old, with a couple of little kitties. Lived by the sea, died by the sea. So this is Wadandi country. The place is called Muckidup. So this, excuse me, is basically is a place that tells the story of Alfred and Ellen Bussell, who arrived here in 1857 with their Wadandi guide and 3 small daughters. He named it Ellensbrook and made a new home and farm here with the help of a small community of Wadandi, ticket of leave men, servants, and whalers. So these are their different seasons. I believe this is their homestead. Yeah. By the 1900s, Edith Bussell, Alfred and Ellen's daughter, ran a farm home for Aboriginal children here and welcomed some of the earliest tourists to the region. It's only within a quarter of a mile of a lovely beach, safe bathing and good fishing. Look at them. Those flowers are everywhere. So this was the front garden. This must be the track they used to first come in here, because this is the front gate and the front garden. In the 1950s, I think it was the 1950s, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. This water wheel was built, hopefully to generate their own electricity using water, as you can see the path there from the weir, but it didn't work all that great. And the spring-fed brook here was their main source of water for irrigation and drinking. And that's where the name Ellen's Brook came from, because that's what he named it after his wife. There's the old clothesline. Those look like the original beams. An idea of the height of the people. Supposedly, this is one of the first, it was probably just a little hut to start with. It was one of the first huts, and the house has just slowly been built onto as things evolved. And the oldest room in the homestead was called the mast room, in reference to the driftwood, which is what they used in the roof structure. Wow. And it's still standing. So that's Ellen and Alfred Bussell. And they had 13. That's Nagilgi. She worked at Ellen's Brook for many years. One story described how she was left as a baby in the potato patch. And these are the Bussell sisters. Very pretty little grotto. And this is the brook, named after Ellen. And this is also part of the Cape to Cape walk. So we're just doing a little bush walk from the museum. Cool. Well, it's a lovely little bushwalk. Nice tree. But it's 4:30, so it's time to turn around. Can you hear the wind whistling in the top of the trees? Just murmuring, sorry, not whistling.
A murmuring wind.
Mm. Just about done our little walk. Well, we're home, just coming into camp, and there's Georgia 2. There's a few roos.
Nibbling away.
Yeah. Not too concerned at all.
No.
It's kind of neat.
Yep.
What's that on the ground there?
It's our spray can. And there we got
A whole pile more.
more.
They don't seem to be too concerned that we're here. And they aren't concerned because the lady that owns this property in this campground, like sort of like a farm stay, she doesn't shoot them, so they feel safe here. Well, we're doing things a little earlier tonight. I don't know if you can see, but in the background, we've got our kangaroos.
You might have to speak louder, or you're not going to hear them.
Can you hear? I guess they can't answer me, can they? We're doing things a little early tonight because we just want to get our resident kangaroos in the background there. Pretty cool. We've had a busy day again.
We have.
Relocated from Alexander's Bridge early this morning so we could get in time for the farmers markets. That was a success.
Oh yeah, some great stuff.
And then
And then we went out to check out the beach and
no. First we went to a winery.
That first.
Yeah. Oh no, you're right. Sorry. He had to be occasionally.
Right. Went out to check out a beach to see if that was going to be where we were going to swim. Oh, hang on.
The wind probably
The
came
wobbles.
with it.
And then we went to a winery. Fantastic winery, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
enjoyed that. Mr. Barlow. Barlow? Whatever.
Yes, whatever. But really, really nice.
Yep. And the best burger, as you saw.
Oh, fantastic.
And
And then we went out to
we went to Surf Beach to check it out, which you've seen.
well, that's where they hold the Margaret River professional surfing.
Yeah. And then the museum, which was great. A little bush walk.
Fantastic little museum. Yeah.
Yep.
Ellenbrook.
Ellensbrook.
And basically, a little walk and then home for a glass.
And we're so full from our burger, we're not going to be cooking tonight. So
No
we're
way.
going to have the huge croissant that I got this morning at Witchy Poo Bakery. And we'll just have a ham and cheese croissant for dinner, if that.
If that. But
Yeah.
just you eat the croissant while it's semi-fresh.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So big day.
Yep, big day. Every day's a big day.
It's all good.
Catch you later.
Look at the
Toodles.
weather.
Yeah,
Nice.
29 degrees today.
Yeah. Cool.
Oh, we didn't get our swim in. We just
No.
ran out of time.
There's no time for swimming.
Yeah, no, we'll get there.
We will.
Yeah.
All right.
Out my kitchen window, more kangaroos. This is just wildlife spectacular. So we've got our two currawongs here, looking for a free feed, obviously. But it's just so idyllic. Kangaroos hopping around. You can see one over there.
Yeah.
Oh, here comes another one.
Here comes two more. Had a green parrot just went by. Just a second ago. Here comes another bird. Currawong, is it, or whatever?
So we've got right now that we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can count 9
There's those ones.
kangaroos. And then there's the ones behind us. Behind the van, there's about 8 of them there now. It's just so lovely and idyllic. Very happy.
And nice and quiet, eh?
Nice and quiet. Super nice and quiet. Just had a lovely phone call with Jeff and Jeanette. It was really nice to touch base and just chat.
Familiar sounds.
Yeah. Oh, can't resist. Got to take a few pics of these guys behind us. And our last two out here, Mom and Joey. Good night.